Good afternoon and welcome to Flow Sports, coming to you from TU Arena on the campus of Towson University. The reigning regular season champions in the CAA, continuing their series with CAA opponent North Carolina A&T, as the Towson Tigers taking the first match in this series by a commanding 3-0 yesterday. And in those first two sets, winning by double-digit points. In the second set, North Carolina A&T, very aggressive, put their foot down, tried to get into it, only lost by a couple in that set. So it's there for A&T. It was just too much firepower down the stretch for Towson. I mean, specifically Vic Barrett, 17 kills yesterday. Zaire Abdul-Rahim was huge in set two, I believe, where she started it off strong for Towson. And then, of course, Sydney Stewart, the libero. You see her on her screen right now. She was amazing yesterday defensively. 13 digs, many of them unbelievably timely, as she really took away a bunch of big kills and potential points from the Aggies yesterday. And now we'll see what is in store as these two teams get set to square off once more. Towson in the alternate black uniforms today. North Carolina A&T in the gold. The big thing, and we heard yesterday on the broadcast from Don Metal after the match, the big thing he was really impressed with his team was the defensive job done against freshman phenom for North Carolina A&T, Tyne Ross, number 3, limiting her to just 5 kills and very, very, very low hitting percentage as well. They basically eliminated her from the game plan for the Aggies. You can be sure that the multi-time Rookie of the Week in the conference, Tyne Ross, is going to want to get more involved here today. Starting lineups for North Carolina A&T. It'll be Sanabria, Polezzi, Ross, Sampson, Howell, and the libero, Lily Radney. For Towson, it's Abdul-Rahim, Barrett, Domingo, Callender, Jesse, and the libero, Sydney Stewart. Towson will serve to get us started. It'll be in the hands of Maisie Jesse, the sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona. And we are underway officially here on a busy day in Tigertown. Radney setting up Howell, light tap. Abdul-Rahim there for it. Jesse gives Barrett. Barrett goes for the light tap of her own, and she's going to score it. Polezzi got her hand under it, but Howell not able to recover. 1-0 Towson here early on. Mentioned it's a busy day here today. At 6 o'clock across the street, Towson football taking on William and Mary. And Jesse into the net, and we're back where we started. 1-1 here early on in set number 1. Howell will serve. She was busy yesterday with Tyne being taken out of the equation. Tyne Ross being taken out of the equation, that is. They went a lot to Howell, a lot to Sampson. There's Abdul-Rahim, big blast. Radney, a huge dig, but a net violation called on North Carolina A&T, so point Towson, and that wipes a huge dig off the board for Radney. Because A&T was beginning to rally. Barrett will serve. CAA preseason player of the year. Polezzi setting up Ross. Dug out by Stewart, high up in the air. They're going to go to Callender. Callender back line, but out of bounds. Point A&T, 2-2. Don Metal questioning whether that was touched or not. Elects not to use his challenge. The second libero, Valeria Estrada, serving now for A&T. Jesse at the net, a little out of the reach of Domingo, able to make something out of it. Here comes Ross, she's blocked. And then it goes out of bounds off the arms of the Tigers. Point A&T, they take the lead for the first time here today, 3-2. Once more is Estrada. Into the net, 3-3. So one service error per side here. DeMango will serve. Received by Radnai. Howell gets it back in the play and then knocked over by Sampson. DeMango. Jesse gives Callender from distance. Tipped at the net. Kept up. Paletzi. And then attack there. Big swing off the arms of Maya Johnson. Point A&T to make it 4-3.
Entering the game for the Aggies, number 11, Laurel Rogers, who will serve.
Rogers enters the match and she'll serve. Jesse. Abdul Rahim blocks. That was Ross and Johnson on the block to make it 5-3. A&T. Rogers set for her second serve, or third serve now. Callender pushes backside, got it. Howell trying to dive for it, but just a second late. Towson cuts the lead to 1. Moran and Nakai enter the match. Moran will serve. Moran and Nakai, a pair of freshmen for this Towson team that have been so impactful here early on. Bad communication there from the Aggies, and it's going to result in an ace for Moran. You had two Aggies go for the receive on the serve, and they banged into each other, and ball went straight towards the net, and A&T not able to recover. And here comes Moran once more, and that one is long. And A&T back on top 6-5. Ross will serve. Barrett. Moran. Callender. She's been busy, dug out by Estrada. Attack there from Howell is tipped at the net. Moran. Brothers down the middle. It's kept up. It's still up. And then now a late call gives it to Towson. 6-6. Thought we had a pancake there from the Aggies, but official comes in late to say it was down. Callender will now serve. Howell. Callender. Moran can't save it off the net. Point A&T as we continue to trade blows here early on as the Aggies take a 1-point lead here in the opening set.
Johnson will serve.
Johnson will serve. Moran gives Barrett long out of bounds. Point A&T, 8-6. That was just the second attack here for Barrett. Another serve from Johnson. Nakai attacks. Dug out. Howell winds and gets it by Stewart. 9-6 A&T. Johnson again. Barrett receives. Moran at the net. Brothers looks to set it down. Tipped and kept up. A&T has to get it over. They do with Sanabria. And then Sanabria, was a free ball there and just sends it into the net. Point Towson as they break the scoring run for the Aggies. 9-7 North Carolina A&T. They still lead.
Sydney Stewart will serve.
Stewart serve. Good one. Howell attacks, tipped. Barrett sets. Moran back to Barrett. Light tap. Got it. As Rogers not able to get it up. 9-8, Towson back within one. Stewart. Palezzi. Sanabria with a huge blast. 10-8. Hung in the air forever there. And then set it down on the back corner to put the Aggies back up 2. Palezzi to serve. Stewart. Here's Barrett. Well, long but tipped. I think that would have gone out no matter what, but then it was touched by the Aggies. Point Towson. 10-9 Aggies. Jesse's serve. Sampson blocked. And then underneath, North Carolina A&T not able to get up. Towson draws even. 10-10. Radney. Ross, a big shot dug out by Stewart, goes back over. Radney, this time it'll be Howell. Blocked and down. Barrett and Domingo with an absolutely monster denial. – 11-10. Howell again blocked. Kept up by Palezzi. Howell will try a second time. It's blocked but out of bounds. Point Aggies, 11-11. Howell will serve. Stewart. Barrett attacks, blocked and down. Point Aggies, 12-11. Back and forth battle here to open up this set. Jesse. Barrett attacks, blows it by Palezzi, 12-12. Barrett will serve. A great serve by Barrett. It's an ace. Right in front of Alvarado. Couldn't do anything with it. Barrett has that hard sinker. Comes again. Similar serve. Radney able to get her arms on it. Alvarado passes up. Ross attacks. Barrett digs her out. Setting up Abdul Rahim. Goes backside. Kept up by the Aggies. Ross will take another spin. Or a spin at it. And it's blocked. Abdul Rahim. 14-12 Towson. Barrett, ace! Snipes the corner to Vic Barrett. Very quickly, 15-12. Towson takes the lead. Vic Barrett, 2 aces. And we'll step aside here on Flow Sports as it's 15-12 Towson. Welcome back to Flow Sports. 15-12 our score here in set one. Towson on a 4-0 run here, as it has been back and forth. Vic Barrett, 2 aces here for her in this serve. A&T calling the timeout. Barrett serves again. Blocked there. Calendar, but out of bounds. Point A&T. Strada on the serve. Calendar puts it down. Point Tigers, 16-13. Bottoff will enter for Towson to serve.
Entering the game, number 4, Kelsey Bottoff. She will serve.
Bottoff. Johnson attacks. It's down. Point Aggies off the hands of Sampson. 16-14. Rogers back in to serve for A&T. Stewart touched it. You might have been able to hear the Towson bench yelling that it was going out. Stewart tried to get her arms off it, but still hits off her and goes out. And A&T back within 1. Calendar. Jesse for Brothers. Estrada got an arm on it. A&T able to get it over. Brothers again. That time she won't be denied. 17-15. Moran and Nakai back in.
Kaitlyn Moran re-enters and will serve.
Attack there. Blocked, and then Nakai not able to get to it as it's down on the Tigers' side. Point A&T back within 1, 17-16. That was Johnson on the attack.
Howell re-enters for the Aggies. Time Ross will serve.
Moran. Calendar goes cross court. Kept up. Howell down the line. Point Aggies were tied. That's 17. And the serve from Ross into the net. Point Towson back on top, 18-17. Calendar will serve. Gets it over. Gillespie. Sampson, or Johnson rather, kept up. Barrett. And net violation on the Aggies. Point Tigers, 19-17. Calendar on the serve again. Gillespie. Howell attacks. Puts it down. 19-18. Johnson.
Johnson
Timeout, Towson. As the Aggies pull within one here in set number one. It's Towson 19, A&T 18. As the Aggies will serve when we come back here on this break.
What comes to mind when you hear made from scratch? Fresh ingredients, perhaps, or food that's made with love. How Mom used to do it. Homemade and homegrown. You can envision the spills on the floor, flour on the counter, smells in the air. Made from scratch is how food should be made. That's why all our kitchens are scratch kitchens. Just like you'd make it without having to make it. Welcome to our scratch kitchens.
On Flow Sports. Welcome back to Flow Sports. Tigers and Aggies locked in a tight one here early on in set one. 19-18 our score. Towson leading. Don Metal calling a timeout a moment ago. Aggies will serve here with Johnson. On the floor for Towson is Moran, Knockeye, Brothers, Calendar, Barrett, and Stewart. Sub coming for the Aggies. Piletzi checks out in favor of Bannister. She joins Sanabria, Howell, Rogers, Ross, and the server, Johnson. Moran at the net. Knockeye puts it down. Towson calls the timeout, and the Tigers deliver. 2018. And Bannister back out, and in comes Piletzi. Stewart will serve. Stewart. Howell keeps it in. Ross, it's long. Point Tigers, 21-18. Timeout, North Carolina A&T. First set's a big set. 21-18. We'll step aside one more time here on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Flow Sports. North Carolina A&T calling that timeout. They're ready to resume play. Towson is going to use every second of this timeout as they try to take set number one, sitting pretty right now at 21-18. Stewart serving. Serve on the way from Stewart. Attack from Ross, dug out. Calendar down the middle, kept up. Howell attacks cross court. Stewart a dive. Barrett just tries to put it over, kept up. Howell again, that time Calendar there for it on the backside. Knockeye. Stewart has to get it over and does. Radney receives it. Piletzi setting up Ross. Tipped at the net and then splits. Calendar and Stewart, point A&T, 21-19. Piletsi to serve now for A&T. Moran. Knock-eye. Mistimed that, I think. Sanabria kept up by Moran. Here's Barrett. Pushes cross side, but didn't get it over the net. 21-20 as A&T pulls within one. Timeout, Towson. Wait. Hold on. Never mind. Hold the phone. No timeout. Don Metal did not ask for a timeout. We're staying here. Piletsi will continue her serve. 21-20. Stewart. And then set down. Howell read it and puts it down. We're tied at 21. It was a good serve. Came off the arm strong of the Tigers, and Howell was right there for it. Piletsi. Stewart. Moran. DeMango down the middle. Barrett tries to put it back down after it was a hard dig. Here's Ross, has to get it over. Stewart. Moran for knock-eye. Got it. 22-21. Towson back on top.
Jesse and forward he will enter. Jesse will serve.
Maisie Jesse will serve. It says ace. Came off the arms bad from Ross, and it's down. Point Tigers, 23-21. Jesse again. Piletsi. Attacking good there from Sampson. 23-22, A&T hanging around. And now, timeout called by the Tigers as they lead by one, 23-22 our score here in set number one. Towson looking to hold on. A&T right on their heels here in a very big opening set in Towson on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Flow Sports. Towson using their final timeouts. Final timeout either team has here in this opening set. 23-22. These two teams, looking at the stats, almost even. A&T with 14 kills, Towson with 12, both with 5 attacking errors. A&T hitting at 27%, Towson at 23. 2 service errors for both. Towson leading in aces 4-1. Both teams 13 digs, 3-2 in blocks in favor of Towson. Side out at 57 for Towson, 54 for A&T. Howell on the serve. Jesse gives, Barrett goes to the backside. Howell there for it. Piletsi gives, Sampson attacks and sends it right my way. Point A&T, we're tied at 23. Howell to serve. Big point here. Jesse. Barrett attacks, able to get it off the arm of Estrada. Set point Towson. Now they got to keep it. Mac White will enter the match. Barrett will check out. Mac White will serve. Seed by Alvarado. Sampson goes cross court, puts it down in front of Jesse. 24-24. Win by 2 now here. And Mac White will check back out for Vic Barrett. Estrada will serve. Barrett is going to go back over. Ross puts it right down. Set point A&T. Estrada again. Barrett. Jesse. Abdul Rahim, she's been quiet today, kept up. Ross attacks, tipped at the net. Barrett there for it. Here's Jesse. Abdul Rahim puts it down. We're tied again at 25. Second kill of the day for Abdul Rahim. Zamango. Sampson attacks. Point Tigers. It was long and out of bounds. Set point Towson. Zamango again on the serve. Paletzi. Ross tipped and then out of bounds. Point A&T. Set 1 continues. 26-26. Rogers checks out, or checks in to serve. Barrett, Jesse, Abdul Rahim, big off the arms of Estrada and out of bounds. Point Tigers. Abdul Rahim yelling, "Let's go" at her team. Saying, "Let's go." Wants to finish it off at set point Tigers again for the third time. 27-26. Moran will serve. Moran sends it. Ross receives. Paletzi at the net. Attack there from Johnson's kept up. Here's Nakai looking to end it. Kept up by A&T. Ross loading up. Out of bounds. Set 1. The marathon comes to a close. 28-26. Towson takes a very big set number 1 here on Flow Sports. welcome back to Flow Sports. Set one in the books. Towson able to take it 28-26. Take a look at our player stats. Hannah Howell and Victoria Barrett lead all players with 6 kills apiece. Michaela Sampson for A&T with 5. Tyne Ross 4. Johnson with 2 and Sanabria with 1. For Towson, Abdul Rahim with 3. Brothers, Calendar, and Nakai each with 2. Teams hitting about even with each other on hit percentage. A&T at 27, just under 27%. Towson at just under 28%. No player hitting in the negatives. Towson with 3 blocks in the first set. A&T with 2. Abdul Rahim credited with 2 and 1 from Vic Barrett. Domingo with 3 for Towson as well on the assists. 1 each from Sampson, Ross, Johnson, and Sanabria. Teams have switched sides. Jesse, Barrett, Calendar, Domingo, Abdul Rahim, and Stewart for Towson. And for the Aggies, it's Palezzi, Ross, Howell, Sampson, and Sanabria. And the libero will be Estrada. Should also be A&T's serve, and it is. Here's Palezzi to serve. Barrett. Jesse. Abdul Rahim, light tap, kept up by Howell. Howell just has to get it over and does. Jesse, this time a bigger swing from Domangos, dug out by Estrada. Ross is going to go down the middle. Stewart digs it out, drifting back over, and then cross-court attempt there from Sampson goes out of bounds. Point Tigers to open up set number 2, 1-0.
Point Tigers. Sarah Calendar serving.
Calendar will serve first here for Towson. Palezzi at the net. Sampson attacking, blocked, and it's going to be good for Towson. 2-0 Tigers here in the second. It rolled along the edge of the net and then came back over on the A&T side.
Point Tigers.
She's going to go down.
Calendar. Radnai receives. Kept back in, Howell. Sanabria has to get it over and does. Jesse looks, Barrett. Tipped at the net, kept up by Ross. Light tap there from Howell is good. Point A&T, 2-1. They're on the board here in the second. Howell to serve. Good serve. Almost goes back over, and it's going to be down. No one got to it after Jesse got her hands on it. 2-2, we're tied. Howell tipped off the net. It's going to be an ace. 3-2 Aggies. Howell. Jesse. Barrett attacks. Out of bounds. Point A&T, 4-2. 4-0 run here for the Aggies. Barrett on the serve. It goes back over. Palezzi, Sanabria kept up by Calendar. Here's Abdul Rahim trying to get Towson back on. Big dig by Howell, sends it back over to the Towson side. Jesse, Abdul Rahim roads up, blocked by Ross, and down. It's a point for the Aggies. Tyne Ross, we talked about it earlier. We talked about it yesterday. Multi-time conference rookie of the week here in the CAA, and they limited her yesterday to Towson, but Ross starting to break free now and impact this game in different ways. Jessie at the net, Abdul Rahim. That time it is in and good as she gets it around Ross. Towson back on the board. They break a 5-0 run from the Aggies, 5-3. DeMango will serve. See by Howell. Polezzi at the net. Gives Sampson off the arms of DeMango and out of bounds. Point Aggies, 6-3. Alvarado enters for A&T. Estrada will serve. On its way.
15, 14,
Brothers is blocked, and it's 4 hits. Point A&T. 7-3. Jessie, Abdul Rahim attacks it. It's long and out of bounds. Point A&T. Towson looking back at Don Meadows saying touch. Will we see our first challenge here in the series? And we will. And Don Meadow is going to challenge the touch, or the call of lack there of a touch. We won't have a look at it ourselves, unfortunately. I will do my best to peek over the shoulder of our DV Sport operator. Take a look. It's real close. Taking a long look, trying to see if it was off the hands of Maya Johnson. Long look. And we do have a decision here. Long talk with the officials. And it stays A&T's point, 8-3.
Challenge was not successful. The original outcome confirmed. Aggies retain the point.
Estrada will serve. 8-3 A&T. Calendar. Jessie, Abdul Rahim, light tap, and got it. 8-4 as Towson tries to crawl back into it. Knockeye and Moran re-enter. Moran sends it back over, set down by Barrett. 8-5 A&T. Moran. Paletzi.
5,
Stewart.
22.
Barrett light tap again. It's working. 8-6. Towson quickly back within 2. Moran. And it's an ace. Off the arms of Ross, and then no one able to rally to it. 8-7, Towson within 1 as Moran has come in and been a spark here on the serve. Moran. Paletzi. Sampson blocked out of bounds. Point A&T, 9-7. Rogers will enter to serve. Barrett, a big blast, but she's blocked. It's down. Paletzi. 10-7. Rogers. Here's Barrett. That time puts it in and knocks it off Rogers and down. 10-8. Barrett on the serve and well out of bounds. Subs here for A&T as Howell re-enters. 11-8. Ross.
5-22.
Knockeye puts it down. 11-9. Stewart will serve. Johnson attacks. Got it off the arms of Towson and out of bounds. 12-9. Johnson. Barrett receives. Moran. Calendar attacks. Puts it down in front of Rogers. 12-10. Abdul Rahim and Jesse re-enter. Jesse. Sanabria sends it way out of bounds. 12-11, Towson within 1. Jesse. Rogers receives. Howell. Ross down the middle, kept up. Jesse. Calendar push. Ross there for it. Howell attacks. Stewart not able to get to it. 13-11 A&T. Paletzi's serve. Ace. Calendar didn't read it well. 14-11. Calendar that time good on the receive. And then Calendar good on the attack. It's kept up. Oh my goodness, somehow Towson was able to rally to it. Howell, Stewart, Abdul Rahim, kept up by Estrada. Howell, Barrett on the backside, Jesse, Abdul Rahim, big dig there by Paletsi. Ross down the middle, they earned it. Towson was mid-celebration earlier in the rally. A&T was able to get it over. I believe it was Howell who got to it. And then Towson able to recover last second, but Tyne Ross with the exclamation point on that one to put A&T up 15-11. 12, 14, 15, 3, 12, 10. And Sampson cross court into the back corner, 16-11. Time out, Towson. Tigers trailing 16-11 here in set number 2. The Aggies pulling away here in the second set on Flow.
Any slow zipper knows you'll enjoy your drink from McDonald's longer than anyone else.
Now get any size soft drink or Southern-style sweet tea for just $1, only in the McDonald's app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Sports. Welcome back to Flow Sports. A&T leading Towson 16-11 here in set number 2. Set number 1 went Towson's way, 28-26. See Don Metal addressing his team. On the floor for A&T, Sanabria, Howell, Sampson, Estrada the libero, Ross and the server, Paletsi. For Towson, it's DeMango, Abdul Rahim, Calendar, Barrett, Stewart the libero, and Jesse. And out of bounds on the serve, point Tigers, 16-12. That's one way to get back into it. Calendar. Radnai. Howell. 14, 5. Barrett attacks, tipped, kept up by Radnai. Paletsi gives, Howell. Stewart there for it. Jesse, back to Barrett. Barrett is blocked. It's Howell. 17-12 A&T. Howell will now serve. 5 blocks as a team here for A&T in the match. And then out of bounds, point Tigers, 17-13. Alvarado checks in. DeMango serving. Oh, check that. We're going to get a sub here. Julia Lennick checks in. And Lennick will serve. Haven't seen a ton of Lennick so far this season. Saw her yesterday briefly. Excuse me, Laura Detweiler. And she puts it into the net. And Detweiler checks back out as Domingo re-enters. And then Stewart back in. Jesse. Barrett, light tap. Valetzi got her arm on it, but nothing there. 18-14. Nakai and Moran in.
Kaitlyn Moran will serve.
Moran. And miscommunication there. Estrada just had to get, or excuse me, Alvarado just had to get it over. Nakai attacks, out of bounds. 19-14 A&T.
Rogers re-enters and will serve.
Rogers. And Moran not able to catch up to it. It's an ace for A&T, 20-14, as the Aggies closing in on the set. Rogers again on the serve. Out of bounds, point Towson, 2015. Barrett, good serve. Rogers able to get under it. Here's Ross attacking. Stewart got her arms under it, but nothing more. Point A&T, 21-15. Ross will serve.
15,
Moran. Calendar attacks, and it's a good one as Estrada not able to keep control. 21-16. Towson stays alive for the moment. As A&T is flirting with the set here. Stewart. Rogers, bad touch. Howell gets it back into play, but no one's going to catch up to it. It's an ace for the Tigers. 21-17. Stewart again. Radney receives. Paletzi. Johnson with the light tap. Domingo is blocked. Kept up by Barrett. It goes over. Paletzi. Again is Johnson, and it's out of bounds. 21-18. Time out. Hal Clifton and A&T is Towson on a run here. 21-18. They trail here in set number 2. You're watching live on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Flow Sports. A&T holding on to a 21-18 lead. Here in the second set. Stewart will serve here for Towson. Radney receives. Domingo looks to set it back down. Scramble for it, and it's down. Point Towson. 21-19. Stewart will serve. Tipped off the net. Piletsi tries to dump it over, and it's good. 22-19.
Johnson, serve.
Johnson serving. Barrett.
22,
Knock-eye attacks.
12,
Howell attacks. She's blocked. Ross gets her arm on it. It's down. Point Tigers, 22-20. Towson trying to stay in it.
Mason Jesse will serve.
Jesse will serve. Howell gets it over. Here's Abdul Rahim. Goes cross court and down. Towson pulls within one. 22-21. Jesse. Steve by Ross. Piletsi. Howell attacks into the net. We're tied at 22. Timeout A&T. It's a brand new set. Towson storms back 22-22 here on Flow Sport.
Any slow zipper knows you'll enjoy your drink from McDonald's longer than anyone else.
Now get any size soft drink or Southern style sweet tea for just $1, only in the McDonald's app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Sports.
Fans, due to today.
That's a good point. I agree. You can hear it. You can hear it.
Welcome back to Flow Sports. 22-22. Our score here, A&T was leading for the majority of this set. And then Towson has, piece by piece, stormed back. Tie it up. Jesse will serve. This is a massive point here in this set. Ross, Piletsi, Howell, blocked! Abdul Rahim gives Towson the lead. 23-22. Jesse, Ross,
12, 6,
Howell, dug out, meeting at the net, and out of bounds, point A&T off of Towson, 23-23. Sampson will re-enter for Rogers. Timeout, Towson. It's 23-23. Huge couple of points coming up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Flow Sports. Welcome back. 23-23. Our score is these two teams have been battling all the way through this match so far. First set went extra, 28-26. Here we are in set number 2, tied at 23. Paletzi will serve. On the way. Barrett. Abdul Rahim attacks. Estrada gets under it. Paletzi for Howell. Blocked down! It's Abdul Rahim again! That's her 6th block. Set point Towson. Calendar. Here's Johnson. Stewart. Jesse. Abdul Rahim. Almost ended it. Paletzi got her hands up in time. Howell is tipped at the net. Stewart keeps it up. Jesse. Barrett. Dug out by Ross. Radnai gives Sampson attacks, excuse me. Jesse. Barrett. A second swing and she won't be denied. Towson never said die in that set. They storm back 25-23 after A&T had it all wrapped up, it looked like, and Victoria Barrett and Zaire Abdul Rahim lead Towson back. We'll step aside. Set 3 coming up here in about 5 minutes on Flow Sports. It was a record-setting performance for the Towson Tigers in the 2023-24 academic year. For the first time, the Tigers topped the CAA in the Learfield Cup standings, earning points from conference titles in women's soccer and men's lacrosse, a 4th straight NCAA tournament appearance by gymnastics, and swimmer Brian Benzing finishing as national runner-up in the 100 breast. Head coaches Catherine Vittori, Jay Ramirez, Don Metal, and Sean Nadalin were all named Conference Coaches of the Year. An amazing year with more excitement ahead. Go Tigers!
Instead of just asking, how can we treat Leo's ankle? At MedStar Health, we ask, how can we get Leo the exact care he needs at our urgent care? Care that quickly gets him in for an on-site x-ray, that shows he needs an orthopedic specialist, that joins him for a video consult. That means he doesn't have to miss his very important afternoon appointment. How we help Leo get back to his life is about so much more than how we treat his ankle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
It might be an 11, maybe a 9. It could be 13's time, or 5. With new Cash Pop from the Maryland Lottery, a winning number is drawn 4 times a day. Just pick a number from 1 to 15 for a chance to win cash, like the $2,500 top prize. Cash Pop. Cash Pop. Put a little pop in your day.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Right now, you can join for just $1 down, $15 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. Join today in club, online, or on the PF app for just $1 down, $15 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Hurry! Deal ends September 12th. Join now, online, or at your local PF club.
Grad school is filled with reasons why.
I'm learning from faculty who are tops in their field.
Everything that I have now in terms of my career, I owe it to Towson.
They have amazing resources, research, grants.
And our why is you. Connecting you with professors who serve as mentors, offering over 80 workforce-ready degree options, giving you the support, the space, the place to realize your full potential. Own the now, here at TU.
Welcome back to Flow Sports. The Tigers and North Carolina A&T, a huge battle in set number 2 is Towson able to storm back 25-23 to take a 2-0 set lead over the Aggies. And Victoria Barrett and Abdul Rahim leading the way. 6 blocks for Abdul Rahim. Victoria Barrett, the only player in double digits for kills at 11. She's also one of the best in the nation at that. When you look at her statistics, I believe she's 11th, but could be higher after these last couple of games, or matches, excuse me. Take a look at the team stats. A&T hitting at 17%, Towson hitting at 21. 5 aces for A&T, 6 for Towson. 8 blocks for the Tigers, 6 blocks for A&T. And that has us at a 2-0 set lead for Towson. We're going to take a break here one last time on Flow Sports. When we come back, it'll be time for the 3rd set here in Towson. Welcome back here in the 3rd set inside TU Arena. Teams have switched sides one more time, and take a look at head coach of North Carolina A&T, Hal Clifton, as he's probably trying to figure out a way to rally his troops after they let go of set number 2. It did seem like it was headed their way. And there's a look at Towson. They have changed their uniforms into the Autism Advocacy jerseys. Walk being hosted tomorrow morning at Unitas, which this team plays a role in. It should be Towson's serve to start. A&T being led by Howell and Sampson. Tyne Ross having a better match than she did yesterday, up to 6 kills now, hitting just 18% though. 2 blocks as well. For Towson on the floor is DeMango, Abdul Rahim, Callender, Barrett, Jesse, and the libero Stewart. For A&T, it is Sanabria, Polezzi, Ross, Rogers, Alvarado, and the libero Radnai. Jesse will serve. Set 3 underway. Polezzi, Sanabria sends it long. Point Towson, 1-0. Jesse again. Ross is blocked but out of bounds. Point A&T, 1-1. Polezzi will serve. Stewart. Jesse at the net. Abdul Rahim blocked. Sanabria. 2-1 A&T. Well, let's see into the net. 2-2. Callender will serve. Ross. Sanabria puts it down. 3-2. Aggies retake the lead. Ross will serve. Stewart. Jesse for Abdul Rahim. Got it. 3-3. DeMango. Paletzi. Sampson is blocked. Victoria Barrett. 4-3 Towson. DeMango serve on the way. Sampson tries a tap. Net fault on A&T, 5-3. Towson takes the lead. DeMango into the net. 5-4. Estrada will serve. Estrada. Calendar. Jesse. Barrett. Puts it down on the back line. Point Towson, 6-4. Nakai and Moran will enter. Moran. Sampson, light tap, tipped. Moran gives to Nakai. Kept up. Paletzi for Sampson. She's blocked. A&T able to rally to it. Ross gets it over. Stewart. Barrett cross court. Kept up by Howell. Howell attacks now and puts it down. 6-5. A&T pulls within one. Rogers enters. Her serve received by Barrett. Moran gives back to Barrett, loads up, puts it down. Ross crawling out for it, couldn't get there. 7-5 Towson. Now Victoria Barrett, the CAA preseason player of the year, will serve. Good serve, Ross able to get there. Howell attacks, blocked and out of bounds. Point A&T, 7-6. They get back within one. Stewart receives Moran. Brothers tries to go down the middle. She's blocked, but Barrett able to keep it back up. Johnson dug out by Stewart. Calendar goes backside. Estrada gets there. Ross attacks. She's blocked. It's down. Brothers in Nakai. 8-6. Towson by 2. Stewart. Johnson is blocked. DeMango says no. It's 9-6. Stewart will serve. And it goes into the seats off the arms of Radnai. It's an ace for Sydney Stewart. 10-6. Time out A&T. They trail 10-6 here in set 3. Towson leads 2-0. We'll step aside here on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Flow Sports. Towson leading 10-6 here in set number 3. As they are on a 3-0 scoring run as they look to close out A&T. First set went 28-26 Towson. Second set went 25-23 Towson after A&T was leading for the majority of it. Stewart will serve. Ross attacks. Barrett there. Moran gives. Calendar. Push to the backside. Rogers. Ross pushes. Barrett there. Moran setting up for Nakai. Puts it down. Got deflected twice. Or got deflected on the way to Radnai, and Radnai couldn't get a good read on it. 11-6 Towson. Stewart serve. Morado gets it over. Here's Calendar. She's blocked by Paletsi. 11-7. Johnson to serve now for A&T. Calendar doesn't receive it well, and that's an ace for Johnson as it goes off of Calendar's arms and straight towards me at the score table. 11-8. Tips off the net and then down. Calendar had committed one way. Barrett got caught flat-footed. 11-9. Another serve from Johnson. Into the net. 12-9 Towson. Maisie Jesse to serve. And they dump, but out of bounds from Paletsi. 13-9 Towson. Jesse to serve. Let's see. Ross puts it down. Point A&T, 13-10. Letzi will serve. Into the net. That's the 8th service error for A&T, 14-10. Calendar will serve. Ross there for it. Johnson attacks, out of bounds. Point Tigers, 15-10. Another serve coming for Calendar. On the way. Into the net. 15-11. Ross will serve now for A&T. Calendar. Jesse. Barrett loads up. Nothing A&T could do there. 16-11. Brothers in. Stewart exits. Bottoff will enter for Domingo and serve. Bottoff serve on the way. Piletzi. And then Sanabria just whiffed on it. 17-11 Towson. Bottoff again. And Abdul Rahim, ball coming back over. She sets it down. 18-11. Timeout, North Carolina A&T. As Towson has opened up a 7-point lead here in set number 3. We'll step aside here on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Flow Sports. Towson leading 18-11. Set 3, Towson leading 2-0 as North Carolina A&T continues to search for answers. Bottoff will serve. Received by Howell. Piletzi for Sampson. Bottoff there. Jesse, Barrett. Here's Howell on the attack, tipped. Abdul Rahim is blocked, but goes out of bounds. Point Towson, 19-11. Bottoff.
16-12-10.
Sampson puts it down in front of Calendar. 19-12 as A&T gets one back.
4 for 7 and 5 for 2 on the far side. They have 5 for 4 over here.
Estrada, serve.
Serve from Estrada.
15, 14, 1.
Brothers a light tap. Howell puts it out of bounds. 20-12 Towson. And we have a challenge here from North Carolina A&T. Challenging whether or not that was out. Seemed pretty cut and dry to me. It is at least a foot. It kind of hit, if you look at the court, it hit in the middle of the C inside the foul line on the CAA logo. And I think they're also checking whether or not it was touched. It was definitely not. Just checking that no one touched it. And all right, so call is confirmed. It is out of bounds. A&T using this, I believe, as an extra timeout. Point Towson. Don Metal and Hal Clifton exchange a smile. Don Metal knows that game. He knows that move. Moran. Paletti doesn't get to it. His brothers and Barrett able to get over the top. 21-12 Towson. Serve again from Moran. Paletti, Howell attacks. Stewart off her arms and into the stands. Point A&T. 21-13. Rogers serving. Moran for Barrett. Light tap. Batted around. Towson gets it back. Barrett a big swing this time, and it's going to be good. Off the arms of Estrada and out of bounds. (22-13). Izzy Shower into the game. Shower, grad student, transfer from Belmont University. She'll serve. Ball on the way. And then Brothers able to get up and put it back down. 23-13, Towson by 10. Towson 2 away. Shower. Ross. Paletti. Johnson on the attack. Shower. Gives. Callender has to get it over. Rogers. Paletti tries to dump it, and she's stuffed by the net. Match point, Towson. Izzy Shower. Sends it. Radney receives. Rogers. Howell from distance. Stewart there. Moran. Brothers puts it down, and it's over. Towson takes it 3-0. They win set 3, 25-13. as the Tigers improve to 5-1 in the CAA. We'll await Don Medal. We'll take a very quick break here, come back with the head coach of the Tigers here on Flow Sports. And welcome back to Flow Sports as we await the head coach, Don Medal. Towson victorious 3-0 as they get set to take on Charleston on the road, as we're joined now by the head coach of the Tigers, Don Medal. And Coach, congratulations on the victory and the series sweep here. Your thoughts, a very competitive match here today.
Yeah, you know, we expressed things to the team between yesterday and today that great players usually don't have two bad matches in a row. And, you know, we really had an urgency with the team that we needed to play better and respect 16-3. And, you know, we need to find a way to just be internally motivated at times, not just for the fact that we're trying to get a win or a specific number on a stat line, but for the history of this program's success. And I just don't know if we were really tuned in today to that.
Taking a look at some of the individuals, again, Sydney Stewart, a great day with 15 digs, and Elenia DeMango, a very quiet 9 blocks. I was getting ready to say something about Abdul Rahim, but there's Elenia there. She continues to have a great season so far.
Yeah, I think our block in that second set when we were behind a majority of that set really came on strong at the end there between Ile and Z, and really kind of forced us to get over that hump. So glad we're not playing more than 3 today. That was inspired team on the other side, and they were really trying to show that they could stay in the upper echelon of the CAA. But glad we walked away today with that victory.
Coach, congratulations. You're off to Charleston. We'll see you back here for Hampton.
Appreciate it, Ben.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I want to thank everyone here for joining us today at Flow Sports. Again, Towson victorious 3-0 over A&T. They take the sweep. That'll do it for us today here from TU Arena. We'll see you in a few hours across the street at Johnny United Stadium, where Towson football takes on the tribe of William and Mary.